Well, welcome back, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. It's our third video for the strategies for our holiday toolkit using mindfulness to really be able to stay calm and resilient no matter what's going on for us, so we can stay in our cheer and be joyful this holiday season. So this last one here, I know, last video I told you it's not the last one. There's a bonus with my favorite strategies. So make sure you check that one out. But for the toolkit, this is the third one, the third focus. And this is all about resilience and equanimity. So equanimity means being able to stay equal and even, steady and stable, no matter what might be going on outside of us, or even whatever might be going on inside of us, so that we can stay in charge of ourselves. We can stay in charge of what we focus on, our actions, our value-driven decisions, setting boundaries even, all the things. But it starts with staying in that place of equanimity. So, equanimity, finding that within ourselves. Might sound weird to find that within ourselves, but that's exactly what we're going to do, because that's what we take with us all the time, is ourself, right? So wherever you are, finding a calm spot, a calm place, finding a posture of steadiness, maybe sending the sits bones down, lengthening the spine, bringing the crown towards the ceiling, an option to close the eyes, take a few breaths, maybe exhaling a sigh. And as you're sinking into this present moment, finding the space within you that feels like it watches everything else. Perhaps it's like a spark, ball of golden light, or just a sensation somewhere in your body that feels steady and calm. Place of you that is consistent, but watches all the things inside and outside of us that are not consistent. Breathe in and out of this place. Maybe it's in your heart or your abdomen. Wherever it is, breathing in and out to this space, this place. And just noticing what it's like to bring your attention to this place of equanimity. And if you'd like, sending any feelings or sensations from this space of equanimity to other places within you. Perhaps spreading it like a wave, using your exhales to send that energy, those sensations, those feelings throughout your core, even down your limbs, even up through your throat and into your mind. And coming back, continuing to breathe in and out, really tuning in to that space and place of stability, of equanimity. And when you feel ready, bringing your awareness back to this moment and the space that you're in. So first and foremost, finding that place within us that is the watcher, right? This place within us that is always in balance, this place that is always steady and always available to us. Once we know where that is, we're able to, no matter what, in any situation, choose to come back to that. Breathing in and out of that space, maybe even sending those emotions, sensations, energy to the other parts of our body and mind, our spirit, whatever that is for you. But knowing where that is so you can reconnect to it whenever you want. Finding your internal, always available equanimity. All right, so once we do that, it's easier and maybe more powerful doing these next two visualizations. I love these visualizations, and I could do a half an hour meditation on each of these, but clearly we're not going to do that. This is just your brief little toolkit. So this first one is about the mountain. And so essentially what you do when you come to a comfortable, calm spot, calm mind, calm body, and maybe it's hard to get there, and that's okay. That's what this could be helpful for too. But intentionally breathing in a way that calms the mind and body, like we went through in the first video, the first part of our toolkit. And then in your mind's eye, imagining you see a beautiful mountain. And it can be any mountain, made up or maybe one that you've seen in pictures or in person. Any mountain that you want, seeing it as vividly as you can. And as you imagine that mountain, begin to bring to mind all of the characteristics of this mountain. Majesty, beauty, steadiness, anything that might come to mind to you. Any characteristics of this beautiful mountain. And then, in your mind's eye, bringing that mountain closer and closer and closer to you until you see the mountain kind of merge with you. Seeing the mountain come into your body and feel yourself being that mountain that has steadiness and majesty and beauty, maybe even grace. Noticing that the mountain watches, it observes from high above everything above, around, and below without being moved. And being that mountain and breathing into that experience for as long as you'd like. And whenever you feel ready, simply releasing that visualization and noticing how you feel differently in your mind and body. So the next visualization that I really enjoy is imagining the surface of the ocean, but there's a storm going on. And so what's happening with the storm on the surface of the ocean? There's waves crashing. We hear the booms of thunder, strikes of lightning. It's chaos on the surface of the ocean. And so seeing that in your mind's eye, you might even imagine for yourself the things that are stirring up your ocean. And then imagine yourself come down under the surface, seeing it from below, seeing that everything is all stirred up. But you're not in the chaos anymore. You're below it. And then allow yourself to drop down further and further. And maybe you're 20, 30, 40, 50 feet down below the surface of the ocean. And it's calm and undisturbed. Feeling cradled in the water, supported by that pressure below the surface, knowing that whatever is going on the surface isn't affecting you when you're 20, 30, 40, 50 feet down. Letting yourself breathe into that, notice what that feels like, and then, of course, when you're ready, releasing that visualization and knowing any shifts or changes in your mind and body. So you can do those meditations, those visualizations for as long as you would like. It could be something that takes 3 minutes or 1 minute, or maybe you hang out in that in 20, 30 minutes. Totally up to you. It's your practice. And actually, on that note, any of these strategies in the toolkits, they're practices. So expecting ourselves to be perfect at any of them or for them to work immediately and be life-changing all of a sudden when you've never done it before, that might be unrealistic. However, starting where you are, and even if you're doing it for the first time when you're in the chaos, you might notice that it can make a big difference. Just showing up in that intentional way to choose your experience, which is a big part of mindfulness, is that we get to choose. Once we have awareness, we have choice. So, expecting ourselves to be perfect right away, that might be setting us up a little bit to be stressed out even more. So, just doing what we can and using it as an experiment. What is it like if I use this grounding skill, this breathing strategy? What is it like if I intentionally focus on this positive for a while? What is it like if I connect with that equanimity by visualizing the mountain or being below the surface of the ocean? What is it like? Like an experiment. Just play with it and make it your practice, because that's what it all is. Even for me, and I've been practicing for a long time, it's still a practice, and I'm still finding out new and different things about myself and the ways that these strategies can work even better for me. So, thanks for joining me. I have one more little bonus video, so catch that if you want to. But I'm really, really appreciative of you hanging out, watching and learning and practicing these strategies so that your holiday season can be full of cheer and joy, because you know how to use mindfulness to get there. All right, loves, happy holidays, and I'll see you soon.